What's going on, guys? Byron here from ETA Kitchen. I'm going to preface this video with a warning. We're making some more hot sauce today, and this is some ignorantly hot stuff. So if you choose to omit the final ingredient in today's recipe video, I don't blame you. These are peppers from the Jalakia family, the Naga Jalakia family. I don't know exactly which ones these are, but I believe these are the also known as the Reapers. So these are very large chilies. Now, you notice I'm not touching those out of that container. I have nitrile gloves that I'm going to be putting on my hands when I handle these chilies. I don't care if it loses man points. Guys, I'm telling you, if you get this oil on your hands, you're going to get it in the wrong place. So my advice to you is do whatever it is that you need to do for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So if you have to go to the bathroom now, if you go to the bathroom, do everything you got to do so that when you're preparing these, there's no risk of contamination. Because you get this on your face or you get this on somewhere else, you're going to have a bad day. All right? So this has been your public service announcement. Let's get after it. We have red onions, white garlic, some black garlic, and I have two different batches of chilies here. We're going to make a red sauce, and we're going to make another jalapeno sauce. So I have Thai chilies, which are these, and I have the Sarandis. And for these, I have jalapeno and Sarandis. The green Sarandis. So we're just going to keep those off. This is just a bucket to catch all of this stuff. We're going to be using power tools in the kitchen today. It happens to be one of my favorite things to do. We have just some regular baby carrots, any kind of carrot, it doesn't matter. The carrot adds a little bit of body to the flavor. It's going to help bring the heat down a little bit. Got some green onions. And I've never actually tried using this stuff in anything, but this is like a lemongrass. So we're going to put a little bit of lemongrass in it too. I don't know how that's going to affect the taste. I don't know if it's going to affect the heat level. I have no idea. I've never used lemongrass in anything, but I need to sort through this real quick. We use the firm ones and we'll leave the limp ones. All right, there we go. So we're going to use half and half. So we're going to use some in each. Use half of this tomato. I'm going to use a whole plum tomato. About half of that garlic is going to go in one. The rest of it's going to go in the other. The same with the onions. And the same with the green onions. So let's get it. First step is we're going to want to dice up everything. Because I have power tools, I'm going to use power tools. If you don't have power tools, that's okay. This will just take you a heck of a lot longer. That's the only difference. All right. Throw these in there. This, by the way, it's Indian garlic. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put all of this in here because I like garlic in my hot sauce. And I've got more where that came from. So I'm not worried about it. We're going to divvy up about half of these carrots. And all of this is going to be fermenting at the same time. So that's what's cool about it. Go ahead and slice up our plum. And because we're using power tools, who doesn't like power tools? I mean, seriously. Who does not love using kitchen power tools? If you're one of those people that doesn't like to use power tools in the kitchen, give me a comment below. I'm just curious why. I'm not attacking you. Not making fun of you. I just want to know why. Why not? It's like the greatest thing ever, in my opinion. Not that my opinion matters. But we're going to go ahead and process these up. We're going to do half of this here beef tomato. And again, the tomato just adds a very nice little bit of acid taste component while it's fermenting. These are going to be fermented, in case you couldn't tell. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wait, and I'm going to do the tomatoes last. I'm going to chop those up last, because I'm not really sure how much tomato it's going to take, but I'm pretty sure it's going to make a giant mess. So we'll do the tomatoes at the end. We will, of course, be processing all of the peppers through here, because power tools, that's why. And we'll drop a bulb of black garlic in there. I've never actually tried running the black garlic in here, so I don't know what's going to happen. This could go horribly right, or this could go horribly left. I'm not really sure which. Give you guys a nice view. Watch it go whirly, whirly, whirly. And we are going to want these finely chopped. And it looks like we're getting there. A little bit more. There we go. It's about the consistency I want. Looks like it whacked everything else pretty nicely. Unfortunately, my handy dandy silicone spatula has died a noble and glorious death. So I'm going to have to use Mr. Hard Plastic Spatula. My life just got harder, but that's okay. Some sacrifices are noble. All right. So this is all of our veggies for our first batch. And it looks like the black garlic came out nicely diced. So that's cool. So now we're going to do the tomatoes. This would be a tomato tornado. The key with these is we want to dice them up, but we don't want to smash them too bad. We don't want to puree them. There we go. About like that. And you know what? That might actually be enough tomato for both batches of sauce. This is also a killer salsa recipe, by the way. If you leave these out, makes a killer salsa. All right, so let's get started on the peppers. We're going to grab my handy dandy scissors of doom, and we're just going to start trimming. So we will be back. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I got the peppers all chopped up, nice and neat. And now we're going for the kill. If you notice, I've left all the peppers in here, and I've done that for a reason, because I want them to blend up with this monster. I'm scared to even touch this with gloves. Now, we're just going to trim lightly, and we are going to, whew, oh Lord. All right. We're going to take the seeds out because I do not have a death wish. I'm going to very carefully open this because we don't want to risk splashing any of this oil on us. That will definitely make for a very bad day. This is one of the hottest chili peppers on the face of the planet, and it deserves to be treated accordingly. This is not a joke. So when you handle these, use caution. All right. We're going to put 1 1/2 of these into that. The smell is unbelievable right now. Set that over there. Guys, this pepper is no joke. Wear gloves when you handle this thing. This is not going to be fun. We are going to be letting this ferment. I am grabbing a paper towel. That's how much oil is on this pepper. You can see it all over these gloves. I cannot stress this enough. This is seriously not going to be fun if you get this oil where you don't want it. Yeah, to say that this smells hot is an understatement. The smell will just about knock you out. So now, we're going to put all of this into the jar, which is already sterile. Just going to go ahead and dump it out real quick. A little bit of water left in there from boiling, not a big deal. Again, I'm taking great precautions to make sure that I don't touch anything that has been in contact with more than I need to do so. This will also be going in the jalapeno, just for the record. So, yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab a plastic spoon. I figure I'll pack some peppers. Some tomatoes and veggies. Actually, you know what? I'm glad I have different sizes because I think that's going to be too big by the time I get this packed down in there. So we'll transfer it over. Oh, shit. Sorry, kids. Now I've just created a big giant mess. Everything that I've just told you not to do, I've just done. Yeah. Sweep these peppers off to the side. That way I'm at least not going to step in them, and we'll clean these up after we're done, but we'll just move it over here to the side. We'll keep the broom handy just in case we have another incident. I know it looks really full right now, but this is going to pack down very nicely. And I can use some of the veggies with the jalapenos. Yep. All right, now we're just going to fill her up. Crap, I forgot. I've got to put the water in there for the fermentation. So I'm going to leave a little pocket like so. And we're going to grab another small jar and continue. Definitely should have used a larger jar. My bad, I miscalculated. I'm human. You notice I left all the Thai seeds in, the Thai chili and the sarande seeds in. It's going to provide quite a bit of heat, but I took the seeds out of those scorpion peppers. Or I don't even know. Guys, maybe you guys know down in the comments. What is a Naga Jalakia? Is that a scorpion pepper? I don't know. What I know is it's hot, and I can tell you that if you eat the peppers by themselves, they taste like butt. They taste horrible. So now I'm expecting that batch to be a little bit hotter than this batch because this has more veggies and stuff in it. That's okay. That's why this is an experimental batch, guys. I wonder, you know what? Let me get my almighty wooden dowel of packing and just see how tight I can pack this in here. Because if we can get it nice and tight, which I really shouldn't be using wood for this because of that oil. But I wonder how much more of this can I get in there. It's pretty dense. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. It'll ferment fine. It'll allow for a little extra water in there, which is not a bad thing, given the ingredients. And we'll put the rest of the veggies in here. And you know what we'll do? Since this one's only half full, I bet I end up with the only half full jalapeno one. So let's put them both together and see what we get. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think it'll be cool. All right, so there's that. We're gonna go ahead and pop the cover on. This will be our mix, and I guess this will be our ridiculously hot control. Now I haven't come up with a name for this hot sauce yet, so hit me up in the comments down below. Suggest some names. I think something along the lines of stupidity, bad idea, Satan's butthole. I don't know. Let me know. Come up with a suggestion. But more importantly, come up with a unique suggestion. One that is not used by another hot sauce manufacturer. Because I wouldn't want to get in trouble. But help me come up with a good idea. I vote for Devil's Booty. That's my vote. Until proven otherwise, I will call this the Devil's Booty. If you notice, I'm not washing out these seeds. I'm just leaving them in there. Because, why not? This is an experiment, right? So let's experiment. Now that tomato's dead. We show you our successes and our failures here at ETA Kitchen. That's apparently a failure. That's okay. I got more of this tomato, so not a big deal. And if you're going to use beef tomatoes, just for the record, get them firm. You don't want them soft. I'm just going to do everything at once. Heck with it. Heck with it. To Hades with you, good sir. So, let's get to chopping, shall we? We've almost, but not quite, exceeded the capacity for our power tools in the kitchen. That is, however, about the consistency I wanted, so win! Alright. Now we just have to do the garlic. We can't forget about the garlic. We got to have the garlic. Yeah. Jalapeno and garlic. Perfect combination. So that is about 125 grams of garlic and 1 clove of black garlic. I would call that nicely minced. Yes, indeed I would. If that's not minced enough for you, well, you can mince it some more. That's a cool thing. You can do whatever you want when you're cooking. I'm actually kind of impressed that some of you guys are still watching this. That's actually kind of cool. So we're just going to give this a nice little mixy mix. And we're going to go back to the time warp while I get these green sarandis and jalapenos chopped up. And then we're going to go back to the star of the show. I'm going to change my gloves. By the way, for the record, this is how you take off gloves. Like so, and now you don't have any cross-contamination. And I'm still going to wash my hands with soap and water because I'm paranoid. We'll be back. Alrighty, and we're continuing. As you can see, I got a heck of a lot of jalapenos. And that's not a bad thing, eh? Alright, so we're going to put some of our veggies. Actually, I haven't cut that up yet. Alright. We'll be back. Alrighty. So now we're going to get this all chopped up. This is the, oh shucky darn. Wouldn't want to cheat now, would I? Pop this out. And here we go. And there it is. Don't mind me. Just making a mess, doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, but I did. All right. So here's the hottest pepper. I'm not sure if this is currently the hottest pepper in the world. I know it goes back and forth between another one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And we've already got our scoop of vegetables in there, so we're just gonna go ahead and put some jalapeno in there. And yep, don't worry, I'm gonna use what's left in there. I'm just trying to layer it a little bit. We'll put some more vegetables in. I'm going to put the rest of this in. You notice I left the jalapeno seeds in there. All right. I think that's a pretty legit comparison right there. Back to the jalapenos. And I'm actually really curious to see what this mix is going to end up tasting like. I bet it's going to taste pretty yummy. Cool. Now we're just going to press this down in there. Wouldn't want to forget about any of you guys. There we go. Just trying to compress it a little bit. Ooh, that's some black garlic. We want that in there. Get in there, you. Get in there. Stick it in my glove. All right, cool. A little bit more vegetable. And a whole lot of jalapeno to go. And we'll top it with some vegetables. And hopefully everything that's left will go into that mixed jar. Okay, that's about perfect. It's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty close. There we go. Pack that down. That's a lot of sauce. Now we've got our small container, and I do have one more that's ready to go if I happen to need it. Hopefully I don't. As the smell from cutting up that jalapeno pepper is really about knocking me the heck out right now. Just the smell of that stuff is ridiculously hot. My eyes are burning just from being in the room with it after I chopped it up. Put a little scoop of some veggies in there, and whatever's leftovers is gonna go into a salad, I imagine. That's about where we want it. Give that a little squish. Now we're going to go with a 3% salt brine, which I'm going to prepare and mix up. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And I'll show you what it's like when we get it all packed up. Alrighty. And I'm not sure the wisdom of this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Holy shit. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, that is hot. I just got that tiny little piece. Oh my God. I just got that. Oh, holy. Dude, this is not cool. I know that's going to make it worse. I know that's going to make it worse. Yeah. Okay. That was a taste test of the jalapeno pepper. My tongue is kind of going numb. That is going to be that's going to be some hot sauce. All right, that's not it's not unbearable. It is endurable. Just washing my hands with a little soap and water so I can take my gloves off. That is hot. That is I'm not even like fronting for YouTube. That's hot. I'm starting to become concerned about this sauce now, guys. Oh. The heat wouldn't be that bad if the pepper itself didn't taste funky. The pepper does not taste very nice. That is, boy, that is something. That is, oh, my nose is running. Yeah, that was just a little taste of that pepper. I'm having reservations. I'm having some serious reservations about this, guys. All right, so I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot of water. I'm targeting a 3%. I'm targeting 3%. Guys, this pepper's ramping up. It's not, yeah. 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 It's getting hotter. All right, so we're going to do 300 milliliters of water because I can't think right now. Oh my God. Guys, I'm not even joking. I've eaten some of the hottest stuff in the world, and this is up there. And I just got a little taste of it. I just got a little taste. All right, so we're going to turn on our scale. Cool. We've got our scale tiered. We're gonna add 300 milliliters of water, room temperature. Actually, I'm going to do 400. Because I don't have a 300 mark on here. I'm going to do 400. I'm going to go back to my brine calculator real quick. Oh my goodness. Guys, this, okay, so that's going to be 12 grams of salt. So this amount of water here, about 340 grams. We're going to zero that out. Guys, that, look, for you guys that are seriously out there in YouTube land and you're thinking about trying one of those peppers, if you're not prepared for it, don't do it. That's all I really got to say about that. We're gonna add 12 grams of salt, and I can barely think right now. That's how freaking hot it is. That's 14 grams of salt. That's a little bit more than what we needed, but it's less than a 5%, which means the bacteria can propagate and do what it needs to do. We're just going to mix it up. Oh my God. It's, look, if you're going to be a dumbass chasing clout eating these hot peppers, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. It's not worth it. There are far better things to spend your time doing. I'm doing this because I actually genuinely love it. And I'm not quite right in the head. That's pretty much why I'm doing this. You were warned. Alright, so I've got to be very careful here. I've got some veg left, so I'm going to pack that full of veg. I'm praying to God that there's none of this chili oil in here. Because guys, I'm really not exaggerating how hot this is. I know there's people that will try to eat it and be like, oh yeah, that's nothing. Ha, 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 ha. No, they're lying to you. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get you to eat these. I'm trying to create a nice sauce that'll be pretty bomb in some chili or some tomato soup, something like that. That's what I'm doing. I'll leave a little bit of space at the top for the air. I want to break up that packed part just a little bit. Get some of that salt water through there. As I do this over the next couple of days, I'm going to add some salt water to it. So, not really a big deal. You don't get a whole lot in there right off the bat. This is our combo. Okay, today is 7. Today is the 6th. So we're going to go ahead and set our date rings. That is one of the things I absolutely love about these fermentation lids. You always know when you started it because you can just set it. Just like that. Set it and forget it. This should just be veggies, I hope. I really hope. Really hope. If not, I'm going to find out the hard way. I'm just going to dump the rest of this in. If I have to make up some more salt brine for tomorrow, I'll make up some more salt brine for tomorrow and I'll add it. I'll give you guys some periodic updates. Okay. 7, 6. All right, cool. So now we've got our dates set. It just happens to be the jar that I like using for mixing my salt water. Okay. We have our air pump, so let's go ahead and do this. We want to get all of that air out. So when the bubbles stop, we're good to go. Now it's a little bit warmer in my kitchen this time of the year. I think I have an air leak. There we go. It's a little bit warmer in my kitchen this time of year, so I'm not expecting this to take a full 2 weeks. There we go. It's working pretty good. I'll check and see if we're actually building a vacuum. Not yet. All right, I'm going to go back and check the seal. And I do. I've got a little bit of crud in there. So, just going to troubleshoot this real quick. Clean out the crud. Make sure you get a good solid seal. Go around the threads here. Make sure that we have a clean seal, clean sealing surface. We don't want any stray air or bacteria to start forming. Get out of there, you. Again, we're just cleaning it up. Just, I guess I got a little bit on the threads. I thought I wiped it all off. I thought wrong. I'm really tired today. It's been a very long day. I'm human. There we go. There we go. Now we got a seal. There we go. All right. Moving on. We're just gonna repeat the process. And we're almost done here, actually. Yep, there we go. We got a seal. I'm gonna keep that lid on there because I'm gonna use that for something else in the near future. Okay. And that's all she wrote. All right, guys. So we're going to check back up with you probably in a couple of days. I'll let you know how much more water I've had to add over the process. Those tomatoes have a lot of water in them. Those vegetables have a lot of water in them. So as you vacuum it out, you're just going to use that for the fermentation. I don't know why I'm so expressive with my hands today. This pepper is still burning. Not gonna lie, guys, don't play with these peppers if you're not prepared for it. You saw I was wearing gloves while I processed the peppers. Know what you're getting into before you get into it, YouTube. I hate it. It's funny. It's funny watching y'all eat them hot peppers and not know what you're in for. But I don't want to see you guys do it. All right, Mr. Panda, Mr. Llama, be safe. And I'm actually looking forward to taste testing these, though I am a little concerned about how hot it's going to be. Anyway. This is Byron from ETA Kitchen, and you guys have a great rest of your day.